Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show where I will be your host, the gangstar magician himself. And I'm here to deliver you your message because that's what I love to do, because I do what I love. And I love what I do. And I love being here with you because you're the best, especially you. You know who you are, right? Okay, of course you do. All right, because that is why I'm here. Here for you. Because it's YouTube. And I grant you whatever you want. Alright? Whatever you want. You tell me, brother. It's up to you. Okay, Archangel Michael says, listen, my co-host, he says, everything is completely under control. Nothing to worry about here. Okay, he said the tumbleweeds are out there. Nobody's going to want to come around. Nobody wants none. Okay, they don't want none because they can't step to you. That's why. Alright, so there's nothing to worry about. They ain't coming around no more. The gangsta magician chased them away. They said, get the fuck out. We gave them all open hand smacks. We kicked them right in their fucking ass. And we told them to beat it. We said, don't come around here no more. If you're not part of the 8th House crew, we don't want you here. Beat it. Alright, chased them. Chased them out of the fucking town. So, it is what it is. That's exactly what's happening here. We're chasing motherfuckers, okay? Because it's Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries. It's at a zero degree. This last time this happened was 1989, they say. 1989. That was when the Berlin Wall fell. Wow. Nelson Mandela was released from prison. Wow. Who would have thought? So, yeah, it was the last time Neptune was in Aries. That was during the Civil War. Wow, that's a long time ago. Neptune spends a lot of time, 14 years in each sign, so 14 times 12, do the math. And then you got, what else are we working with here? Let me think. And then 1996 was the last time Saturn was in Aries. So remember where you were in 1996. That's a full fucking, full return there. If somebody was born in 96, they would have a Saturn return. The Saturn return would be right now. So, ain't that something? Ain't that something? Yeah, every 29 some years, I think it's a Saturn return. Now I started thinking about it. I got married on my Saturn return. Wow. And then what happened? Nothing good came after that. Okay, so yes, it went all the shit after that. So now it's all gonna change for me. That's for sure. That is for sure. I can already feel it. I can already tell. Okay, because the Gangsta Magician is the best kept secret in all of YouTube Tarot. Okay, that is for sure. He should not be, though, but he is for some reason. And it's about to blow up, though. That secret is about to be told. Okay, because you can't hold me down much longer. How much longer can they hold me down? Really, let's be realistic here. How much longer? I mean, the thing can only go so long. I mean, they could say whatever bullshit they want. What the fuck is more interesting? I mean, really, I see things on here. People get 100,000 views. I watch. I'm like, what is this? This is what 100,000 people are watching. You know what I mean? And then I'm fucking over here. But it's like, all right, it's what it is. Just gotta keep working harder. All right. Not everybody thinks the same as me. Not everybody thinks the same. My 8th house crew does, so that's all that matters. So why don't we get an overall energy read here? See what we're working with. See what we got. Okay? For the Divine Feminine Collective, the magical gangstars of the world. The ones who've been through it all, they've done it all. That's you. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? So we have this fucking stink bomb devil again. What's with him? He's got to go. We're tired of seeing him. How's this the first card we pick up? The devil. Of course, what's he here for? Okay, face your fears. Don't be afraid. Don't let the devil win. What temptations are holding you back from achieving your goals? You know, whatever that is, they need to be released, okay? Because if you have any type of addictions, that's the devil. I mean, what else would it be? Okay, because look, 7 of Swords. Betrayals are here, okay? People are, they're being seen. This devil's being seen, okay? That's all they are, is a betrayer. Everybody can do this. I mean, they've been telling us for our whole lives, and we just didn't want to listen for some reason. I don't understand. You know exactly what this devil's all about. We already know he's gonna fuck you over, and you still sell yourself. You still think you were gonna get something out of this. This is all that is is you didn't want to work. They didn't want to work. These people, they just wanted to take. They thought that they were going to sell their souls, and nothing was going to come of this. Nobody, like, they didn't have to. They didn't. That the soul wasn't worth anything. Basically, that's what the way they look at it. That they would sell their soul for money, for material stuff, for just the most minuscule of things that are only temporary. But your soul's forever. It's such a shame that anybody would be willing to fall for that, okay? And a lot, and not more than you can imagine, fall for this. A lot of people do, but not you, not the gangster magician. You did not fall for that, okay? Because 8 of Pentacles, you're too strong, okay? Yeah, you're persevering here. Yeah, you're mastering your craft. Perhaps you're an apprentice of 2 master wizards. This devil wasn't able to stop you from mastering your craft. They tried to. They tried to disrupt you. They tried to block you. They tried to do a lot of things. They tried to slow you down. But try is the key word. But now they're being seen. Okay? They're clearly being seen. Okay? When the devil's in the upright, that is the devil being seen. Okay? That's people seeing somebody with whatever addictions, whatever, dark, whatever it is about themselves. It is on the outside now. You're not hiding it. Okay? 9 of Cups, because your wish come true. Now people are getting angry, okay, because you're getting your wish come true. They're mad. Oh, well, we don't care what these people think, okay? You know why we don't care? Because we got the King of Swords here, okay? It's Archangel Michael. He's here. He says, let me tell you something, brother. I see everything. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of this devil. Archangel Michael kills this devil every lifetime. So this is not anything new here, okay? Throws him in a hole, and then this devil somehow comes back. But not this time, though. This is the end of this devil, okay, because he's finished, brother, okay, because 5 of Swords, he wanted to win at all costs, this devil, and winning at all costs really cost this devil, okay, and it cost him a trip all the way to the Lake of Fire to never be seen or heard from again. That is for sure. That's where they're going. That's where he's going. We're going to send, and whoever wants to go with them, we'll send your souls and everything. You could, whatever you got out of it, whatever money, it's all going to go with you. You're going to get buried with it. Like, we don't want it. We don't care what you stole. If it was so worth it, then we're going to let you take it. But you're not going to get to enjoy it. You can have it, though. That's what we're going to do, too. We don't want nothing from these people. We don't need nothing from them. We never needed nothing from these fucks. Okay, they thought they were going to come steal it. We were going to be, pining for it. We don't care. Keep the fucking counterpart. Keep them. We don't even want them. We know what we're all about, okay? We know how desirable we are. Nobody's going to come in and tell us otherwise. You're not scaring nobody. You're not making anybody feel any type of way. All right? And we know you're watching. So, there you go. You know. It's all over for you. You had enough time. How much more time can you ask for? How much more? How much more should we give you? Well, how much would you give us? That's the thing. They don't even know what to say. Your counterpart, they don't even know what to do, what to say. They're in a fucked up part in their brain right now. They don't even know what's going on. Okay, whatever. It's all coming apart up where they're at. I just see basically chaos. Like I said, the devil's being seen there. They tried to win at all costs. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. It's all about betrayals. Okay, this is all about trying to win at all costs. And it was all to come against you. And they went against a whole group of people, a whole community of people, went against just you. And they lost. So what does that say about you? It says a lot. So don't ever forget that. Whole community came up against you and they lost, because that's how protected you are. That's how favored you are by God. Now they need to know. They're going to see. You're showing people how real God is showing people he's real through you. Yes, he is. And now whoever passed on you, they're very much in regret. But it was all designed to be this way, okay? Just understand that. This was supposed to be this way. Strictly business. It's nothing personal. Nobody was personally trying to. It was just, this was what it was. The devil knew okay, how strong you are, how protected you are, that you were eventually going to take him down. Actually, he manifested you taking him down because you didn't even know about this until right now, okay? He's been plotting to get to you before you were able to get to him, okay? So he thought that by getting you, but all he did was make you into who you are now. That's all the stuff, and that's what that's what really kills them, okay? So whoever tried to bring you down and hurt you, they actually made you into who you are now. So, assistant, fruit baskets to all these devil faces, please and thank you. Because they are instrumental in bringing you to where you need to be. Okay, so let's get started. Enough of the talk, okay? Probably people turning off. This guy talks too much. Who does he think he is? Who's this gangster magician think he is? I think I'm the best. That's what I think. That's who I think I am. That's what I tell people. And I get my open hands, smack, kick them in their ass, and I chase them away. Who do you think you're asking? Who the fuck do you think you are? That's what I tell them. Fuck you think you're talking to? That's what I tell them. So, let's get started. Enough now, okay. Alright. So, we had the Six of Swords. Six of Cups in reverse. So, there's some emotional baggage here. Stagnation. It's an inability to move on. No love here. No unconditional love, that's for sure. This was, what can you do for me? We'll love you when you're doing something for me. But when you can't do what we love, then we don't love you anymore. Sound familiar? Because here's that devil again. So now we know the devil's back. So this is a devil reading. Again, how many times, when is this going to change? The devil fate. Look at these readings. They're always the same. The devil. Blah, 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 blah. When are you going to go? Okay, because we've seen they were released. We've seen their scene. Okay, they're stagnated. They got a lot of emotional baggage. They're living in the past here. They think they're trying to rest on their laurels. Whatever they did in the past. Oh, I did all this for you. I did this. I don't give a fuck what you did. We know what you did, motherfucker. Okay, that's why Five of Wands. We know what you did. You want to rival us. You want to have conflict. You want to have competition with us. Okay, but listen, competition can be fierce. Like I said, this devil, it was fierce, but guess what? They made you the best, because competition can be fierce. They want a competition with you, but it can also bring out the best in you. Okay, and you are the best at what you do. And nobody's going to tell you otherwise. Who are they to tell you that otherwise? Who the fuck are they to tell you anything? That's what you tell these people when they try to tell you something. Who the fuck are you? And that's what they don't like, because you're willing to stand up now. You're just like, I don't care what you say. We don't care. That's what we tell them. We don't care. Keep whatever you took. Go have fun. Was it worth it? Because at the end of the day, you know what they are, and you're going to recreate whatever you lost anyway. You're going to get it in double. So whatever they took from you, let them keep it. Gives a fuck. Was it worth it? How they had to get it? Because you didn't have to do that. Okay? You didn't have to do that because you're a Nine of Pentacles. Because you don't need anybody. You don't have to do stuff like that. You know the right way to do things. God's going to take care of it. All you got to do, you pray to God, do what you got to do, you manifest what you need, and do the right thing. Everything's going to work out. That's what we're doing. God, please help us here. All right? Help me and my magical gang stars get what we deserve. We have worked hard enough for you. And we continue to. So we would like to be rewarded now. It's that time. We feel it's that time now. I'm speaking for all of them. Please and thank you. Amen. So mote it be, so shall it be. So here it comes. Okay, you want competition, rivalry, conflict with us? Okay, you're gonna get it. Okay, that's what we tell people. Be careful what you wish for. Okay, because when you come up against us, you're coming against a fool. Okay, a pure and innocent fool. Okay, because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You must take the leap into the unknown. Of course you are. That's what you're doing. You have to. What are you going to do? You're not going to sit there and wait. It is what it is. What do you have to lose now? That's where they got it to. They got you to the point where it's like, what do you have to lose now? They made you lose so much that it's like, there's nothing left to lose. What else is there to lose? So, when there's nothing to lose, that makes you a very dangerous person when you come up against a man or woman with nothing to lose. Especially when you have everything to lose. That's what these people don't understand. They have everything to lose, and you have everything to gain. And you knew this. And you always knew this. And that's why you're this fool, brother. And that's why you run on universal energy, and they keep attacking you, and the universe is getting madder and madder, and they're going to take these people out. That's what happens. This is what it is. You're going to learn what the universe is all about. These people are going to learn. It's going to be the hard way, too. Okay, because Two of Swords in reverse. Because they got inner turmoil over there. Okay, there's a lot of indecisiveness. They're at a stalemate. They're trying to avoid confrontation. They want to refuse to make decisions. They can't avoid this any longer, though. They can't avoid these refusal to make decisions. You can't keep sitting. That's what your counterpart doing. They're just sitting over there, rotting away, because they're too scared to make a decision. And you're just sitting over here in this pure, full energy, living life up, while this person's around. Your counterpart, they're around pedophiles, they're around pedophile protectors. They probably are pedophile protector. Okay, these are the type of, and you wouldn't even know, but it's like, it's the fact is that they're willing to look the other way. Not saying that everybody is a pedophile, but there's ones that are willing to look the ones that were willing to look the other way. I don't want to say they're worse because they're not actually doing it, but they're almost just as worse. Okay, and because if you're not willing to help a child, if you're not willing to protect a child, then I'm not willing to protect you. So, there you go, all right? And I know what I'm capable of when it comes to protecting people. And that's why I protect my 8th house crew very fiercely, okay, because I love them. Okay, but I do not love people who allow children to be hurt that are supposed to protect them. Especially people who hurt children are supposed to protect them. But it's all being seen. I don't want to think about it anymore. But it's all coming to fruition. Everything is coming to fruition because you're pure and innocent, and you're going to help all these people. You're going to help anybody who's hurt. You're going to get them back. You're going to nurse them back to health. You're going to get them. You're going to tell them they don't have to worry about that no more. Nobody's going to hurt them anymore. So let's see what else is going to come of this. Okay, what else is going to come of this is that anybody who came up against you or hurt these children, death is here for them. He's here. It's over. It's done. We've had enough. If the people aren't willing to protect, then we will. Okay? And we're coming now. I'm not saying physically. I'm not going to say we're going to, well, spiritually, we could destroy whoever we want. Okay? And that's exactly what's going to happen. We're coming. We're taking them out one by one. They're just going to keep popping up. I mean, more and more people keep popping up. We get them. We don't care how small you are, how big you are. We're going to get to the biggest fish. We'll eventually find you. Okay? Because remember, we're at 9 of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. Okay? You're independent. You're abundant on your own. Very luxurious individual you are. You showed this. Death's here protecting you again. He says, nobody's messing with this fool, is what he says. Anybody who's pure and innocent, actually. Will not allow their innocence to be taken. Okay? And that's one thing about you. They never took your innocence from you. Never were able to do that, though. They tried. They were unable to. You're too pure and innocent. But you're very optimistic, though. And things are moving forward. Okay, but for these people, the wheel is definitely turning not in their favor. It's turning in your favor because now it's a reboot. We're at Saturn and Aries, Neptune and Aries. That's a whole reboot. Okay, it's a whole refresh. We're at a reset. The wheel turns. It's now the rise of the divine feminine. These people, they were resistant to change. Again, they're stagnated. They have bad luck. It's bad karma. Because what they did was attack you and hurt people that shouldn't. The universe doesn't like that when people attack people and children are in full energy. Okay, so when somebody attacks these, it doesn't mean that they get it right away. It's not like you attack it and then it comes right back. It comes back, though. It always comes back eventually. And that's how people are going to learn that you never get away. People think they get away with stuff. No, they don't. No, they don't. Okay, because now the moon is here, brother. Whatever moon magic they had, whatever illusions, whatever they were trying to do to, block people off, make them not see what was happening, that's all over. It's all done. There's no more of these people. Okay, one by one, they all fall down. It's done. Listen, it's just all in our brains right now. These people are all going to go. It's all slowly but surely, they're disappearing. You can see this shift. You can feel it. Don't you feel lighter? I know I do. I don't care. We don't care anymore. We don't give a fuck what happens. That's where it is. They need us to care. They need us. We don't give a fuck. Here's what it comes down to. Okay, counterpart. We love you. We do. We unconditionally love you. We never felt so strong about another person again. But we've learned in this situation that we don't need you. Okay, and we're not going to, compromise our self-respect for anybody, including you. Okay, and that's why we're willing to walk away, because we know we don't need you. And we know there's other people out there who are more, maybe won't love us as much as you, but they won't have to deal with this. Okay, we want to deal with that. Go with a nice high-level soulmate. Very easy. May not be the greatest love of all time. I mean, it's still great love, but it's not going to be the greatest, like a twin flame love, but you're just going to have to get that out of your head. You don't always have to get the greatest of all things, okay? Sometimes second best is good enough, okay? So that's the way we look at things right now. And we're not going to jeopardize ourselves, okay? We're not going to risk it all for nothing. And that's exactly what your counterpart is right now, nothing. Because if they were something, they would have done something by now. They would have already stood up for you. They would have already stood up for you. They would have stood up for themselves, and they would have stood up for whoever's being hurt, that they're sitting idly and watching be hurt. So we're really not attracted to somebody like that. Okay? You know why? Because King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords sees everything, and they see that your counterpart's a coward. It's Divine Masculine is a coward. You're the one who's strong here, Divine Feminine. You're the one. Not them. Okay? They were supposed to protect you. That's what they're supposed to be, the protector. They can't even protect themselves. That's why death's here. The end is here. The beginning of the rise of the Divine Feminine is here for you too. Because again, remember, you're a Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. How many times have I've said this? Quite a few, right? How many times? At least 3, I believe. So why don't we figure out? We got the King of Swords here. We got Death protecting this Fool. These people, they want the rivalry, conflict, competition, but now they're getting bad karma for this. Because they attacked somebody who wasn't bothering them, that was pure and innocent, and tried to use their energy to, build. And this is what a lot of these pedophiles do. Okay, but guess what? The reason why they do it is 4 Pentacles in risk, because they're very stingy, they're very greedy, they just want, they want to take, they think that they could do whatever they want, they think they're entitled. And maybe for a while that worked because they were believing that, like they wholeheartedly believed that, but you actually turned the beliefs around now. These people, they don't believe in themselves anymore. They don't believe that their black magic works anymore. They don't see it working. They look at you and they say, it's not working. And slowly but surely, what else can they say or do? Okay, because a lot of these people were attacking you before you were protected. And when I say protected, spiritually protected, before you had a lot of any type of knowledge of maybe crystal protection, perhaps of evil eye protection, perhaps of dream catchers, feng shui mirrors. You didn't have the knowledge of all this stuff, okay? You weren't as, Archangel Mind. You may have not even known any of this at one time, but now you do. Because why? Because you watch, you learn. It's like you're here for a reason. This all happens for a reason. It's not me. It has nothing to do. You're just here because you're supposed to learn. This is how you are learning spiritually. Okay, because I'm communicating with you. This is me communicating with you on a spiritual level. We're not talking on a physical level, because if we were talking on a physical level, we would be talking about stupid shit. We'd be talking about fucking sports or this or that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about spiritual, talking about rocks. We're talking about tarot cards. We're talking about energy here. And that's what interests us now. So why do you think that is? It's because you're awakening and you're not interested in this nonsense and you don't care anymore. Okay, that's why Ace of Swords, you clearly see you don't care anymore. Look how you're carrying yourself. You don't give a fuck. You haven't given a fuck. There's not been one of you that have been there that's saying, oh, I care so much. No, it's actually more or less it's me that's been holding on more than any one of you. And I'm not saying I'm holding on. I'm saying, but me being this pro-reunion person may have been slowing us down, perhaps. Because I do understand divine counterparts are supposed to be together. But I do also realize that they're not supposed to be together at your expense, though. You have done enough. You have already done everything you need to do. All of us have done. We're all this pure and innocent fool. We have King of Swords is protecting us. We have Death here protecting us. What else is there to do? Nothing, but keep doing what you're doing. That's why I kept saying that. You're going to keep doing what you're doing. That's all. So let's get an ending here. And then we'll go to a new deck. Let's get what's the hopes and fears here? Oh, we don't even know who we're dealing with, actually, at the end of the day. That's the funniest thing. Okay, well, we don't know. Now we do. Okay, we're dealing with a magician in reverse here. Okay, so this was somebody who was trying to pretend to be you. It was a one-trick pony. This is the devil. We already seen that. It's a trickery, deception, manipulation. They say everything you want to hear. Tell you what you want to hear. Okay, and then betray you. That's exactly what this is. I mean, but Death's here to put an end to this. Because remember, there's always a new beginning after the end. Last year was a 9-year. That's the end. This is a 1 year. It's the beginning. That's why 10 equals 1 if you add them up. So you got to remember, 7 of Cups, that whatever options, illusions, confusion, there is none. Because you should have never been an option. You were always the only choice. But they try to make it, they try to confuse your counterpart. That's why you don't care anymore, though. Because you already know, listen, you know that they know you are the only one. Okay, you know this. So whoever they're around, they're not having fun. They're not having a good time. They're miserable. They walk around with a miserable face on. They think about you from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed, okay? And if they are in any type of sexual encounters, which I don't even think they can get it up, to be honest with you. I don't even think that they are willing to interact sexually, because I don't even think they have any sexual energy, because I think you've taken it all back, because they've been using it and giving it to other people. So it's kind of like that right there is frustrating enough as itself, but it's like this person, all they do is fantasize about you all day. Realistically, I think the only thing that can get them excited is the thought of you. So why the fuck would we care what happens to us? We don't care. Go do, you know what I mean? Go enjoy yourself. Here, we'll send you a couple pictures of ourselves if that's what you want. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. I mean, what else are we to tell these people? We don't care. We don't care. We really don't. And when I say, I mean, you can feel this. Like, this is a shift. Like, we don't give a fuck. It's like I really don't care if, like you said, so-and-so is never, okay. We're already willing to move on, okay, because we want to hold on, okay? We want to hold on, but we don't need them. We know that, okay? We don't need them because Knight of Wands in reverse. They're not fearless. They're a fearful person. They have no action. They have no passion. They took unnecessary risk. They jeopardized everything for you. I mean, you could have lost everything because of this person, and they didn't even care. All they cared about was themselves. And now, it's unfortunate, but they're going to have to pay the price for that, okay? Because you have a King of Pentacles. You already have a King of Pentacles. You don't need some clown-ass motherfucker, okay? You're not going to go back and say, oh, I want to deal with whatever this is, this magician in reverse, or whoever this is. This is a clown. This is a fake witch, a fake warlock. This is somebody who thought that they were a big shot because they knew a couple things, or they knew a couple people. They didn't know who you knew, though, okay, because you knew God. They didn't believe that, though. They believed that. They just wanted to believe in this devil stuff. And Death's here to let them know that was a bad belief system. And that's why the wheel's turning in your favor. So let's get one more. I'm kind of dragging this on. A half hour I've been talking about. What did I even get out of this? That this magician in reverse here want a conflict, competition with you. They can't avoid the fact that them doing that is causing them to have this bad karma. And now Death and the King of Swords are here. Okay, and now they're sitting here with this, lack of action. They're reckless. They're taking unnecessary risks. Whatever they're doing, they're being seen doing it too. That's the best part about it. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're just getting this Ace of Cups. Your wish come true. You're going to build your foundation on this Ten of Cups. You have this Page of Wands energy. You have this limitless potential. Okay, you're an inspiration. You're just fooled. That's who you are. And Nine of Swords in reverse. Now somebody's releasing their deep-seated fears. Okay, perhaps that's what you're doing. Maybe that's what somebody is doing. Okay, your counterpart, perhaps. I'm not sure, but guess what? Again, we do know you are this Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. That's for sure. So let's get a little confirmation. That's 4 times the Nine of Pentacles came out. Let's see what we can get on that end. I mean, that's a lot of times, wouldn't you think? So why don't we get a confirmation, clarification here. I mean, this is kind of a low energy read. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not my favorite. It's kind of bogus, actually. But somebody's releasing deep-seated fears. Death and the King of Swords are here. So that tells me you don't have to worry about anything. You're protected. And you have an Ace of Cups. It's fine, we'll take that. So why don't we get a confirmation, clarification here. God, please and thank you for the Divine Feminine Collective, our favorite, the best of all time. Okay, so we have a Two of Wands in reverse here. So we know this Magician in reverse, they didn't plan this far. They didn't plan for you to come back. They didn't plan for you to defeat all these people. They didn't plan for you to be, seen as this fucking legend. They didn't see any of this. Okay, they thought they were going to come in, throw you off the cliff, take what was yours, and that was the end of it. That's what the plan. Now, they may have threw you off the cliff. They may have. But they didn't think you were going to get put back together. They didn't think somebody was going to find you, maybe nurse you back to health and put you back together. They didn't know that. But that's what happened. And now you're whole again. And you're back from the dead. Again. How many times are you going to rise from the dead? I mean, come on. Before these people get it together, okay? Because 7 Wands, you're in complete control. If you could rise from the dead, every time you keep getting back up. They want to crucify you. They want to throw you off cliffs. They want to do all types of stuff. And you just keep getting back up. How is this possible? Willing to fight, too. That's the best part. Okay, and now 6 of Wands in reverse. Whoever threw you off this cliff, they're being discredited. They're being seen as very unpopular. Because people want to know, why did you do this to this person? Did you think you were really going to get away with this? Did you think you were going to get away with this? I think they did. I think they thought that they were going to get away with this. But you told these people, you said, no. Let them think they were going to get away with it. That's what you really did. That's the best part. That's what I love about you. You let them think that they were going to get away with it. You didn't say nothing. You just acted like nothing happened. You just rolled with it. And now, that's all coming back to. It's just because they almost, it's good because then they start building, they start getting things, and then they're going to lose it all anyway. So it's like they were never getting any of that stuff. So it's like the fall is that much farther. Okay, but 4 of Swords, you're just going to rest and relax. Just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to worry about what these people are doing. That's the best part. They need you to be looking. They need you to be watching. Oh my God, I wish I was there. You're just like, no, I'm fine where I'm at. I'm good. I have God. I know with the Gangsta Magician, I'm in the right place. It feels good. Because when you feel good, you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. So that's what's happening for you. Okay, because Page of Swords in reverse. Because whatever deceptive manipulation goes with this Magician in reverse is why this person's being discredited. They're being seen as unpopular, this devil. They've been seen. They've already been seen. They didn't plan this for. I mean, it's already done. You're just letting them. All you have to do is sit there like this. And they're taking themselves out. It's like you be watching. They're all just fighting out there, trying to get to you. And you're just like, one by one, look at them. Take themselves out. And it makes you that much more powerful. And it makes you that much smarter. Oh, God, you're so smart. I love you. Okay, I really do. Okay, because you really have this Knight of Cups energy. Okay, you're very romantic. You're very charming. That's why I do love us here. People feel safe around you. Ooh, they do. You make people feel safe. Well, the reason why is because you have death here protecting you in the King of Swords, so, you're safe. So you should make other people feel safe. Wouldn't you concur with that? Okay, because remember, you're also Nine of Wands. You're very, very, very brave. You're very courageous. It's another reason why people feel safe around you. You won't back down. You're not scared. You have nothing to fear. Okay, because Nine of Swords in reverse, you released whatever deep-seated fears you had. Whatever they projected onto you, whatever they embedded into you, you released them. There's no more. How much more is this going to go, you're saying? We don't know. Okay, but we do know that you are clearly becoming something that nobody's ever seen before. Okay, because you have this Page of Cups energy. You keep getting intuitive messages. They're going to bring the creative opportunities. And you're going to get this new love. I mean, you have this Ace of Cups here. You're pure and innocent. You stayed pure and innocent. That's very rare, too. Not many people could claim to be pure and innocent. But you can. So what else do we need to know here? Is there anything else? Any hopes and fears? I mean, clearly you're protected. This looks like it's not really, the most exciting of readings. But getting the job done, I suppose, okay? Because Ten of Swords reverse. Perhaps somebody's releasing it, recovering from a painful ending. Maybe you're recovering from a painful ending. Maybe somebody is. Maybe somebody's trying to avoid a painful ending. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that Ten of Swords are in reverse. It can't get any worse, perhaps. I mean, only to go up. I mean, there's really, or they're trying to avoid this. So maybe this Magician reverse are trying to avoid this painful ending. Trying to hold on. But death's here. So it doesn't really matter what happens. So this person, this could be, I always think, well, like a painful ending, or like, if they try to avoid it, but that's still here, a lot of times, that oftentimes will be these people are taking themselves out. So that could be like suicide, or they could be something along those lines where they're overdosed. Like something's going to happen to these people, but they're going to go one way or another. Painful ending is when, they're trying to avoid everything, but it's like, that's when it happens. When they're trying to avoid everything. But death's already here, okay? And you're already here as the sun. Because you're the one who brings the fun. Because you stay positive. That's another reason you make people feel comfortable and safe. Nine of Wands, breathe. Alright, Four of Swords reverse. So we know now that they're burnt out, they're exhausted. This is like all bullshit, this reading, okay? Because you have this Magician in reverse here, this Devil, okay? They're being seen, okay? It's deceptive, manipulative, they're burnt out, exhausted. They didn't plan this for, trying to avoid this painful ending, okay? They're being discredited, seen as unpopular. The wheel is, they clearly have bad karma here. The King of Swords and Death's here to protect you. You're releasing deep-seated fears. You're being seen as brave and courageous. You have an Ace of Cups. I mean, I don't really know what else to say besides that you're a Nine of Pentacles again 5 times, okay? Because you don't need anybody. You're clearly a Nine of Pentacles. So, I mean, we're just at this point where it's like, you're just this. This is what you are. That's you. Okay, that is exactly you right now. Look at you. You're just sitting there looking up. You're like, I don't care. I'm happy with what I am. Okay, you're happy with what you have. You're grateful for whatever you have. Okay, because you know why you're grateful? Because remember, you're a Nine of Pentacles, and you will be receiving this Ace of Pentacles. That will be your Ten of Pentacles. Okay, why? Because you're pure and innocent. You're a Nine of Pentacles. We've seen that 4 times. Okay, 5 times maybe. Okay, and now the Empress is here. That's who you are. You are this Empress. So of course you're good. A pure and innocent Empress, mind you, who's got an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Cups here, because they're clearly a Nine of Pentacles and clearly a Nine of Cups. So this is where you're at. There's really, I mean, it's lovely, lovely energies. And why it's lovely is because it's very calm. This is very calm energy here. There's nothing that is even rattling. There's nothing that could be rattled here, because everything is people taking themselves out. And you just sitting there like this, watching them. Yep, that's right. You're just looking at them while they're taking, that's you. Taking them, it's like, come on, man. It's like, this very much who you are. And that's why you have this Hierophant here, because they see you. They say, yeah, they are very brave and courageous. We've been watching. You think the Hierophant, they see everything. They see what's going on with you. They know what you're all about. They watch you. You're being studied. So can we get an ending here? What's going to happen? What's going to be the hopes and fears? We already know this person trying to avoid a painful ending. We also know deaths here. What's going to happen for you, though? I mean, we know you're this Empress, this pure and innocent Empress who's protected. Why don't we got this Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Is there anything else? Who's going to bring this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Cups? Okay. Well, we have this Chariot in reverse. We know somebody's trying to block it. They've been trying to block it. They've been trying to slow you down receiving this Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't matter, though. They can slow down anything they want. It's always going to come. What's meant for you is always going to find you. Two of Pentacles, because you clearly adapted. Clearly balanced. So I'm going to do one or two more, and then we're going to call it. I already pretty much got the gist here. You got the gist, right? I mean, so we know who you're dealing with, okay? This Devil, this King of Swords in reverse. You have the regular King of Swords here, but now you have this King of Swords in reverse. Magician in reverse here. Very deceptive. Trying to avoid painful ending. Being discredited. This is your biggest... This is like your biggest rival. And they've been trying to rival. This is like your arch nemesis. This King of Swords in reverse. Very malicious. They lack empathy. But they're really, really exposing themselves right now. Because you're too brave. Whatever they're saying about you doesn't add up. This is why it's all over. Because the King of Swords is here. They see what this person did. The real King of Swords. They see. And this Two of Swords, they can't avoid this anymore. This King of Swords in reverse. They cannot avoid this ending. They did everything. They'll take this to the end. I'm telling you, this person, they lasted. This person is like, they're a leech. They've probably been, this could be your counterparts. Like friend, colleague, this could be somebody around you that, you know, just a very hateful person that pretends to be warm and fuzzy. They pretend to be this truthful, honest person, but they're anything but. This is one of the worst energies ever, and I lost that. Almost, I caught that. That's amazing that I caught those. But just know that Queen of Wands popped out because you are the sexiest Queen of Wands. They tried to, this King of Swords reverse, tried to get me to get it all in my head there. You did not get this King. All you did was bring out the Queen of Wands in us. That's all you did. Okay, they tried to use this Queen of Wands energy against you, though. This King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so they would tell your counterpart, they would say, oh, you don't want to be with them. You're only being lustful. You're being, you know, being with them. It's not good. It's basically, you're being, what's the word? They would always say that word. They would say they're being, not lustful, but they're not like seeing the big picture, like they're, damn, I can't think of the fucking word, how they would say, oh man, not being realistic almost, like they were making it like, you were not sophisticated enough for what they had, okay? You did not belong, almost, that's what they were trying to say. There was a word for it, but you said, yes, I do belong, because I'm the one who brings the fun, because I am the sun, you said. And you gave this King of Swords in reverse an open hand smack, kicked them in their ass, and now they're getting chased the fuck out of town. They're chasing themselves out of town. People know that they don't deserve anything. Okay, you know why they don't deserve anything? Because they are 10 of Cups in reverse. They did not build their foundation on that. They tried it. They didn't believe in love. All they believed was stealing. If you're too stupid, they're just going to take it. They're going to do all. This is the most manipulative person you could ever imagine. Okay, but you, on the other hand, is determined energy. They can't get to you. They can't do anything, and that's why they're being seen. Okay, they're being seen. The Magician in reverse, Devil. You got this King of Swords in reverse. I mean, it's eventually they're going to go. They have to go. So what's going to be the end here for this King of Swords in reverse? Okay, is that you, Six of Swords, they're going to get left behind. Okay, this King of Swords in reverse, they can't keep up. They're going to go. Death's here. Okay, the Hierophant's here. I mean, one way or another, this King of Swords justice is here. I mean, you have this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I mean, they're heartbroken. There you go. So they're done. They're over. It's over. They cannot win. Okay, because they've seen that their old tricks don't work anymore. Okay, whatever they was working for the last 20, 30 years for this person does not work anymore. That is where this is going. Okay, this is how you know the shift is here. This is how you know Ace of Wands. Like, it's over. You have the urge to create. You are the one. They're heartbroken. They can't stop this. Okay, you are this Queen of Wands, the sexiest Queen of Wands. Okay, and this cycle is complete. I told you, all right? The world is here, okay? This is the end of it, okay? Neptune, Saturn, Remember that in Aries. That is your big transit. That's big for you, okay? Because you are the real star of the show, okay? And that's where we're going to end it, because you are the star. You are. Tell me you're not. You can't. That's why, because you know you are. You know you're the best. Don't be so modest. Let them know. Let them know you know. All right, so let's do a little oracles, and then I'm done with you, okay? Been a long read here, 45 minutes. I know people don't like them that long. I try to keep them at 30, but I don't know. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I really don't give a fuck. I tell you the truth, what happens with this, I don't care. You know why? Because I know who the fuck I am. I'm not going to keep fucking giving my energy away for fucking peanuts, okay? Because I know how valuable it is. So if you want it, you're going to have to come fit it. You're going to have to come, I'm not going to sit here and just be, I've been nice enough lately. So I've kind of had it. So either do the right thing or get left behind. That's all I can tell you. Okay, a mystical journey is about to begin. Prepare yourself. Okay, because a new opportunity will lead you to greatness. You do have this Ace of Pentacles. You are leaving this behind. You are very brave. Okay, magic flows where intention goes. Magic flows where attention goes. Manifest your dreams, why don't you? That's why you're not giving any of these people attention. You're not paying attention to what's going on with them. You don't care. I told you how many times I say that. Okay, your magic abilities are growing. Use them wisely. Always be responsible with your magical abilities. Okay, because you're a magical gang star, for God's sakes. Magical gang stars have to be, are held to higher standards. The magic within you is growing stronger. Use it wisely. Okay, didn't we just see that? Is that another one? Okay, because I just told you the magic within you is growing. Use it wisely. Because magical gang stars, okay, they're all held to a higher standard. That's what you are, okay? A time of great prosperity is coming. Prepare yourself. Again, keep preparing. Okay, because a hidden talent will bring you great success. You're going to have to find that talent. Because a powerful ally will appear in your life. Walk with him. You'll know. Probably the King of Wands. He'll be there for you. You thank him. Say, thanks, King of Wands. Appreciate you. Okay, and your intuition is your greatest guide. Trust your inner voice. Okay, because a hidden talent will soon be discovered. Nurture it. So that hidden talent is going to be found, if you ask me. So, guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of not my greatest, but I don't know. It wasn't as high energy as I thought. It just felt like whatever it is, but this is fine. We don't want to be all over the place. We want to be calm. We want to be fine. So this is where you're at right now. You're leaving this behind. You're staying brave. The cycle's complete. You got an Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups coming. King of Swords is protecting you. You got the Death protecting you. And you have a magical, the magic within you is growing stronger. Use it wisely. There you go. All right, so that's how we'll end it. The magic within you is growing stronger. Magical gang stars. So there you go. Use it wisely.